All right, there we go.
All right. How is everybody doing today?
There we go.
I'm your first 2 subscribers, by the way, on YouTube.
You are.
I have 2 accounts, so I subscribed on both. We're going to build We're going to build up your account. Get some of my subscribers to kind of mosey over to your account as well.
Yeah,
so everybody who is just coming on, as you're starting to come on, make sure you're going to YouTube, Susan Molyneux 888, and make sure you're subscribing. Because she's just jumping onto YouTube. We welcome her onto the YouTube platform as well. We are multicultural when it comes to social media. We're on everything, little by little.
Yeah.
Next thing is Twitch.
Right, I know. I'm still thinking about changing the name, but we'll see.
Yeah, you can change it as many times as you want. So welcome everybody who is just joining. We're going to be doing some live readings, collective readings, activations. If anybody's interested in a paid readings, if you look above my head in red, I rhymed. It's the price list is on there. There's no charge for a single question. If you are looking for something a little deeper than a single question, $10 for what's blocking love, $10 for messages from your person, $10 for messages from your higher self, and $25 for a mini read. Those are ones we can do here tonight while we're on the live. If you're looking for a full read, a Reiki, or a personal light language, that would be done sometime later. We could schedule that. So welcome. And who would like to have their first question?
Let's see.
And I think I'm going to sage up the area a little bit with a little dragon's blood sage today.
Yeah, we got to sage. I'm going to do that over here too. Okay.
Get a little smoke going on here. Invite the dragons, my friends. They always come. They love to say hello. They love the smell of dragon's blood.
How is everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Pop your question in the chat if you have one. Otherwise, Larry and I will start with doing a collective, as well as we will be possibly doing some light language and Reiki, depending on what comes up. And then make sure you're getting on Larry's YouTube for any kind of light language. He does readings as well. And then I do Reiki as well as readings. So make sure you're clicking on it, as well as we are both on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Larry, you have a website too, don't you?
I do not. It's one of the things I never did set up, nor I don't know that I'm going to ever set up a website, because I won't use it for anything but a price list, and I can post those everywhere else. So with that, just remember, Susan is just new to TikTok or to YouTube, and we want to give her a warm welcome. So make sure you're clicking that subscribe button. Susan Molyneux, 48 after it. She's got 2 videos out there. One's an intro and one's a quick card read. I think you guys should go visit and enjoy the channel. And with that, if we don't have any questions, I'm going to pull some energy for the collective.
Yeah, sure. Lovable. Yeah, grand rising to you as well. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the rose.
All righty. Starts out with a rose. That's wonderful. All right. So let's see what Spirit has given us today. So Spirit's given us a couple cards that we've had before, and I think it's still in the collective to a certain extent. And the first one's anxiety. I know there's been some really difficult energies around here. If you follow astrology, Pluto's finally going direct, so it's getting its last moments of torture to all the Capricorns out there. So supposedly so ends 18 years of torture. But Spirit's also saying balance is coming in. So yeah, you may be in anxiety now. Just kind of bleed that out, ground yourself out. Balance is coming. Mm-hmm. Keep following the temple path, which means that you're starting to get activated with your gifts. And if you follow that path, the world is yours. So very positive energies coming in. We're just at the tail end of some chaotic energies, and we just kind of got to let it bleed itself out. There's not much we can do about it except for just let it flow.
Yeah, and Lovable 490 says you both are amazing and awesome. So thank you. That's very sweet of
Thank
you
you
to say.
so much. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Larry and I are going to do a little bit of a collective, pull in some energies. Wow, my life has been so grounded. So hang in there. If you're thinking of your question, make sure you pop it into the chat. We are doing one free per person. And then towards the end, we will do probably some angel messages as well as maybe some higher self messages of where.
Hello, Moonleap.
Oh.
Moonleap
Well,
cushions.
being
She does
grounded is a good
meditation
thing.
cushions.
She's got what cushions?
Meditation cushions. I know what you were thinking. Start with an M. Hey, what do you?
I don't know. All right, so let's do some tarot and see what's going on with the energies. All right, let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. I love some of the names. Okay, so Two Pentacles, weighing option, choice, balance. Yeah, so this is confirming what Larry pulled. Balance is all about this balance. This is what we need to be doing. As well as on top, Seven of Wands, we have, so it's twos if you're seeing twos, sevens, we're seeing a lot of sevens, perseverance, challenge, but you also means you're protected. All right, so just trust that. On the other side of all this is the sun. So I know a lot of us have been going through a lot of hard, heavy energies, but just know they were just being pulled up to be released. So just trust that. And the sun is on the other side. So it's fulfillment, celebration. And once you get through that kind of heavy energy, make sure you're having that positive outlook as well. Start to celebrate, okay? Because that'll bring it in faster. So the Three of Cups date, again, exciting news, celebration. This is coming in. So keep staying in this Queen of Cups energy, which is you're nurturing yourself. So like Lovable said, stay grounded because that's going to help with the energies as well, because as long as we're connected into the earth, we're releasing a lot of those emotions as well. It goes through our root chakra into the earth star chakra. So nurturing, emotionally stable, and also that'll help with your intuition right now as well. All right.
Awesome.
And then we are going to be getting some clarity. So just know if you feel like you're in any kind of confusion, clarity is coming in.
I love clarity.
Yes, we all need it.
And Moonleap would like to know, and her name is Lauren, would love a message from her guides if possible. So let's pull you a quick message here. We're going to use a deck I haven't used in a while, and it's called the Gods, Goddesses, and Guardians. And let's see which one is sitting with you today. Okay. So it looks like we have Apollo, the divine messenger. So Moonlight, this means the message is trying to reach you. You need to tune into yourself, go within and get it. And the other one we got is Ra, right? The Egyptian god of the sun, Ra. And Ra is saying, share your gifts. So they're probably bringing your gifts in, and they want you to tune in to those gifts. And once they start to manifest themselves, and I believe during this season, a lot of people are going to start to get that with all the energies that we've had. They've been really activating a lot of people. So if you take the two together, once they start to activate themselves, it's time for you to come out here on TikTok, just like we do, and share your gifts. Share your gifts with the world. Have some practice. Have some fun with it. Be in your joy. I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah, let me know if she'd like that. I have a question over here. Lovable wants to know if Spirit has anything to say to. So let's do. I'm going to do a message.
And Moonlip said, yes, it does.
Good.
Awesome.
All right. So I'm going to pull a card from their higher self because Spirit is going to come through. Yeah, the path to inner peace. If you are not at peace with yourself, nothing you attract will bring you peace. Check your vibe. Okay, so what this means is that however we are internally, unconsciously, is what we attract. So that's why we have to keep going in and working on anything that's coming up, because we want to get into perfect alignment where we are a magnet for what we want. So that is what Spirit's saying. And then let me look what's on the top of these. So where it splits, it was you are on the right path. So trust that. Even if you're not sure, keep going. Eventually you will get to your destination. A little Buddha. So that is keep meditating on the inner path. There's a lot of leading up to water. So make sure you're cleansing with some water. as well as we have the awakening. You're getting to know who you truly are on a soul level, taking things slow as you begin to shift the way you interact with the world around you. So, and that is the tree of life. So we're all interconnected. So it's basically showing us what we're coming into through the awakening, and that you're realizing how interconnected we all are. So, as well as you're getting to know yourself on a soul level. So let me know if that resonates with you. Lovable. You're welcome.
And just remember, if you have gotten a reading, if you would please like, follow, share, and subscribe. That's the energy exchange that we would ask from you. We do love donations. However, it's not required. And we just thank you for putting your questions up there. For those of you who are feeling a little bit, and I've gotten a few of these, feeling a little bit lonely, a little bit down and out, feeling isolated because of this spiritual awakening, spiritual path. This is a very common thing. I've just released a healing up on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, where we go in and start to kind of release some of those stuck energies, the things that are causing you to kind of, fall sometimes into a despair because, hey, everything is falling away from you, and you're like, well, why is this happening? I'm healing, but as you heal, you're also going to shed a lot of layers of skin and a lot of layers of friends, energies, and jobs, and it can be a really lonely place. This is a healing I did to help support those people inside of that place. And let me know if you go visit there, Silver Fox Spiritual on YouTube. Try it out and let me know how that worked for you.
Absolutely. And thank you, Lovable, for the hand hearts. That's cool. Does anyone else have a question or have anything to say, whether the collective is resonating with you, how you're feeling going through this? We're here to kind of help you through whatever it is you're going through. Oh, wow, feeling that right now. Yeah. So maybe definitely start following Larry and get on his light language and see how you're feeling. Because with Reiki, light language, they're all the same thing. It's just a matter of listening to it and it releasing. But he has a lot on YouTube for pretty much everything that you might need. So make sure you're getting on there and helping with that. Yeah. We are all doing a little bit of releasing and surrendering right now, as well as letting go of some old emotions, because we have to leave the stuff in the past, So Spirit's kind of forcing us to release stuff because we can't go through the new timeline or the new portal with us. So unless you want to repeat a cycle, you need to start letting go and having that fool's journey and that trust fall. Just trust the other side will be much better on the higher timeline.
Alrighty. So I pulled another collective here. This is from the Soul Coaching Oracle cards. And this is kind of messages from your own soul. This may or may not resonate for everybody. Pick the ones that do resonate or for you, because they're very specific messages. And one of the first messages we have is playfulness. My joy is the greatest gift that I give to others. And as I said before, sometimes when you're in this path and there's so many things dropping out, you lose your joy and you forget what joy is. And Spirit's reminding you, there is joy in something, whether that's, going to the Dairy Queen and getting a nice mixed ice cream cone with a chocolate dip, or whether that's ginger ale, or whether that's, going out and having a, scallop dinner. Whatever brings you that joy. For me, it's food. I love my food. The sweet stuff, because I'm a little bitter sometimes, but it brings you joy. A smile. Go watch a stupid movie if you want to really just giggle your ass off. Oh, did I say that word? You can watch Better Off Dead from the 80s, John Cusack. It is absolutely the most brain dead movie in this world, but funny as heck. And you'll be ending that movie with, I want my $2. $2. You may not understand all the movie because some of it is based on things that we knew of in the 70s, or the 70s and 80s, but it's a great movie. So with that, surrender, right? All is well. I surrender to my inner guidance. And so, Spirit's asking you to just release all those things that are weighing you down right now. Surrender it to Spirit. You can see this woman is in a bath, enjoying herself at the beach. If you don't have a beach to go to, got a hot tub, you got a regular tub, or just a nice shower, pamper yourself a little bit. And why? Because transformation is coming in. I'm joyously centered and safe as wonderful changes occur around me. And just remember that beautiful butterfly was once a caterpillar and had to go through a very painful metamorphosis inside of that cocoon, this dark little tight place. And that sometimes is painful and lonely, but you know what? When you come out, you're looking like a butterfly. It was all worth it. The truth. I live my truth. Spirit's asking you to live your truth. Take the mask off. Be who you truly are. Don't change for anybody but yourself. If you're going to change, make sure it's a change you want, not because you want somebody to like you more or you want to be like somebody else. No, that's not how we do that. That's not change. That's codependency. And as you go through your truth, healing is going to happen, right? And that's, phenomenal healing energy flows through every cell in my body. Use that affirmation every morning, and you're going to find yourself healing. And last but not least, right, we're going on a voyage here, but the voyage is a voyage to yourself, and what you need to do is feel safe and loved. And so you should be affirming to yourself, I am safe and loved no matter where I am, whether I am on the sea, whether I'm sitting here on TikTok, or whether I'm sitting by my TV watching the rerun of Better Off Dead. We're safe and loved. And so with that, any questions? Otherwise, Susan will some more collective reads.
No, Lovable just said thank you both for your guidance. Anyone else? I'm pulling, so I've pulled, it's our solar plexus. So it's more of our powerhouse, our confidence that's coming up, really stepping into recalling our power back from all the timelines of past lives, from any person, place, or thing that has consciously or unconsciously taken it from us. So just be aware of that. Sometimes you have to call your power back from people, and some people, you don't realize that they're taking from you. So just be aware of that. Using your protection. We always pull up the, I feel like the elephant is always coming up, but that's power, wisdom, as well as strength to push through whatever it is you're dealing with. And then Archangel Gabriel actually came out. So that was pretty powerful. Let's see if we have a channeled song, I believe was Kiss. Someone wants to kiss someone.
That's the elephant in the room.
So there's some love messages coming in.
Oh, hey.
Here. Oh, hey. Someone is getting some exciting information. All right, so just pop in your question, one free question per person. We're going to be doing a little collective, as well as Larry and I are going to be setting up a 1111 portal. If you want to sign up for and DM either one of us, we'll be starting to post that information coming up for next month. We will be focusing really on love, the heart chakra, as well as twin flames or higher level soulmates to help them get into union. Let's see. He already has some stuff posted on there. I think the other one that we had on there. Make sure you're checking out his light language, reaching out whether you need a reading from him. And then I am on SusanTeresa.com as well as Mindset Reset on Instagram. And then, as he said, I'm branching off other than here onto YouTube to start posting some content, since a lot of readers are getting on there now. So, hi, Embassy Abundance. How are you? Welcome, welcome. So put your question in the chat and we will get to it. And then towards the end, we'll be wrapping it up and pulling some cards for your higher self or some angel guidance or whatever you need that we're pulling on. How's everything?
See what we have. We got some really interesting names here today. I've got Trish the Goo, and I don't know if that's Goo or there's a lot longer, but that's why it got cut off. Let me see if I can make my TikTok thing fit wider and see if it gives me the full name. No, I just got Trish the Goo, and then I got Angel Eyes. Everybody likes the Angel Eyes. Some good names out there today. So. With that, do we have somebody that would like to get a reading?
Let's see, Embassy. Do you want any messages from Larry, Embassy of Abundance? She's saying, hey. Let's see. She used to be my moderator. I don't get on. I need to do more lives. Apparently, I've been lacking.
Slacker. You're a slacker.
Yeah, I've been so tired and exhausted lately. I feel like I should just rename myself the Napper, I swear.
It's in the energies. We're all exhausted. We've been through one heck of a energetic trip up and down, and I didn't. I
Right?
mean, I couldn't. I really had to peel myself out of bed this morning to do my morning reads and get in the shower and then get on and off because it was just. I was so comfortable in my bed and I was having all these vivid dreams, and I'm like, do I really want to get up and go to work? And I'm like, no, I don't.
No. All
But
right.
I
Let me
did
see
it
what
anyway.
she wants. A reading. I'll take a message. Today's been a long day. All right. Pop your name in the chat because I'm like, why am I blanking on your name? And then Larry or I can both pull some energies for you. Let's see. I'm going to do some of the higher self because I really am getting pulled to these.
Yeah, a lot of higher selves have been screaming to all of us to listen, and we're all not listening.
Chanel? Okay. How come that doesn't resonate? Like, I don't know. I was thinking something else was your name. That's okay. So, Chanel. All right. So, I'm getting from these are my higher self is that conflict resolution. Differences are bound to create conflict, but no matter how intractable, all conflicts are capable of peaceful resolutions through compromise. So, I don't know whether they're going through something, but there's definitely going to be a compromise. So, just trust that. And then they're asking you just to take the first steps. To go ahead, you must take the first step, even without knowing the outcome. Just don't stay where you are. Okay, so don't stay stuck where you are. Wherever you are getting pulled to, just start to take the step in that direction, and that you will be shown. Okay, as well as one right underneath that is believe in miracles. So you have to take risks. Miracles will only happen if you allow the unexpected to happen. Your cousin named you. So you can blame your cousin. Amen. All right. So then the other one, and Larry's pulling some hidden treasure. The treasure you are looking for is hidden in the ground you're standing on. It's time for you to dig deeper. So that's just meditate. And we're all getting called to go a little deeper. I know I have been too, and I need to get out and was going to walk outside in nature today, but it's too windy.
So cold out too.
Yeah, it's just wasn't enjoyable. I was blowing all my deck furniture around. I'm stepping out on faith and moving to Arizona before the end of the year. Oh, so if you're
Nice.
feeling called to move, then sometimes this is what we're getting shown for our protection, that there's a better space for you, for your gifts. So definitely if that's where you're getting called to and you feel comfortable with, it's probably where you're meant to go.
Yeah, if you're going to Arizona, Sedona, super spiritual space, crazy energies down there. It's a great place to visit if you're not just going out towards that area. But I pulled a couple cards for you, and it's Chanel, like Chanel number 5, right?
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
That's what came to my head when you said Chanel. So Chanel, somebody's broken your heart. What's happening here? I see a broken heart. However, you may not feel appreciated, but you are, right? Spirit's telling you that you are appreciated, even though your heart seems to be a little bit broken. And first chakra, Archangel Michael. And Michael's coming here to tell you you're safe and secure, right? First chakra is your root chakra. It's all about safety. You may not feel safe because of this broken heart, but you're appreciated and you're safe, right? You're safe and loved. So let me know if that resonates with you. Those were the energy cards I was drawn to pull.
Yeah, wherever there's a karmic that hurts us, that's usually I know it's hard, to open our heart and crack it open for the right person. So know that you're that much closer to the next person. But yeah, I know it hurts like to get your heart broken and to not be chosen from someone that you love.
Yeah, and so your higher self, your future higher self, the one that's gotten through this already, because it's all happening in the now moment. So there's a version of you that's gone through this and figured it all out. You just need to move over to that frequency. The answers appear when you release the question, right? And we're asking why, and you know what? Because we're asking why, it's in lack, and the universe is pulling it away from us. All we need to do is release that question, and the answer will appear because the universe knows your question and it knows the answer. So I hope that helps. Let me know if any of that resonated.
Yeah. And what I got from Spirit this week too is that, it's really pushing us into our anger to really push us into our creativity as much as it hurts. So just use that fuel, pain as your fuel to push you forward creatively. I know it sucks to go into the depths of it and feel it, but yeah, just make sure you're using it as your fuel to move forward because, a lot of us that karmic, devil trying to throw us off our path too. So to knock us down and not put us into our confidence. So make sure you are focused on that and not taking it too personally, but once you work through it to know that you're meant for better things.
Yeah, in adversity, we find solutions. And you know what? If we sat comfortably, we wouldn't find those solutions. But even in adversity, you have two choices. You can stay down while somebody's kicking you and jumping on top of you, or you can stand up and guess what? While they're jumping on top of you, they fall down. So you have two ways to look at it. And that choice to move forward, to find that path, to find that hidden door, it's adversity. It would be greater if it didn't take that sometimes for us to move out of our comfort zones, but know it's there for a reason, even if we don't understand what that reason is.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with you. I'm still here, just about to walk. Oh, okay. All right, good. So I'm glad that helped you.
Yeah, so please like, follow, share, and subscribe for those who have gotten a question answered. For those who are new to this live and to Susan and myself's live, we both will be answering one free question per person. We can do some mini reads and some short reads like what's blocking you in love, messages from your DM. The shorter ones, they're $10. The mini reads a little bit longer. You'll get probably 10 cards where we'll go through a lot of different things at a little deeper level. And with that, we also do an activation generally at the end of the show, and we'll also do a little bit of Reiki. So if you do have a question, you'd like to see how the answers resonate with yourself, please put a question in. We're happy to answer it. We just ask that you like, follow, and share. And if you feel guided in your heart to make a donation, that's also very much appreciated. So who's going to step up and ask a question?
Let's see.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Dark Light Oracle may need to come out. It's Halloween, so we'll do some Gothic inspired cards here.
Sounds
Let's
good.
see what the Oracle wants to say. The Dark Light Oracle, because remember, even in the darkness, there's light. So let's see. Dark Light Oracle. What do you want to tell us? Wow, one just popped right out. I was almost falling to the ground, except I caught it because I didn't feel like bending on my, now to go get it. So I'll treat it as if it fell to the ground. And there we go. We got two cards. Yeah, I'm comedy today. So yeah, I'm a sit-down comedian because I'm too lazy to stand up. I've been on my feet all day. Boom. So first card that fell out that was ready to just jump in. Now you notice you see the darkness all around, but there's that nice bit of light, and that's the earth, right? And what the earth is saying is you gain what you work for. It's got a number 4 to that card too. So if you're seeing 4s in any combination, this message is for you. And we also got 25, which is signs. Messages are to be seen and heard. So I don't know if you notice this when Susan does her reads a lot, especially on Instagram. She's always looking to the music that is playing in the background as she's doing her read because she's getting her messages many times through songs. And you may be too, but you have to actually be aware of those messages and pay attention to the ones that make you feel a little bit different in the energy. And those messages are meant for you. Same thing with signs. Do you see, signs on license plates or on, scrolling through your Insta, going doom scrolling down there looking for something fun, and maybe it's even in Snapchat and you see a number. That's the number you want to look for, and look for that sign. You Google it. The first one that comes up, usually on the list, is that message for you, because that's how you're being communicated with. And so if you put the two together, you're getting signs, right? However, you gain what you work for. So you're going to have to work at finding, seeing, and getting to these signs and spirits saying to pay attention. If you were in a Benny Hill show, it would be slapping you on the head and trying to get your attention on the bald guy's head. But that's what's happening. Spirit's saying just pay attention to the signs and the music.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, and it's because I took my tarot card reading class was during COVID. I did it with Angie Bannicky, who is like to the stars, but she always had music in the background. And I love it, but we can't really do that much on some of these platforms because then they won't let us post them because they are copyrighted. So
yeah, they get all cranky like that.
They're very cranky like that, but I'll usually keep them in the background so I can still at least channel them and see what's popping on. But let's see if there's anyone else that has a question or wants to pop in a free question. Otherwise, I'm going to pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle and see what's going on, as well as maybe from the Higher Self or anyone else who's on here.
I love the Sacred Forest.
And then just, no, Larry posts these on YouTube if you want to get on there and follow that. Oh, wow. Okay. Meandering pathway. So flow. This is asking us to just be in this natural flow right now. All right. Oh, wow. I just posted on YouTube and it's rainbows. So if you're seeing them, if you've been seeing them in the last month, these are miracles. So this is telling you that there's a miracle coming in soon. So just be in that flow, because if you don't, the angels don't want you to fight it and miss your blessing. Okay. And then on top of that, which that was 24, that was a 31, 6, 4, moonlight enchantment. So this is what's going to just your magic. And I've been seeing this Living Newton-John's magic has been coming on a lot. So believe in this magic.
Little Xanadu there. Beautiful card.
What?
I said little Xanadu there.
Oh, that was my favorite movie. So be in the flow, miracles, and magic. I mean, you can't get any stronger than that. Oh, here we go. We got to show this because Larry's here, because there's a fox on here.
Yep.
Do you see him?
I saw a fox tonight when I was driving home. He just scooted right over, right in the middle of the road, looked over at me, said, "Hey," and then scooted on his way back across the road.
We got bear, fox. Yeah, you know what? And one of my clients said that they've been seeing rabbits. And they're seeing the rabbit in there too. So sanctuary. Let me read that because I believe that's just being in.
We got the OG Lokester watching on my side. What a great name. I wonder what the Lokester is. I need a little more explanation on that, OG. If you got, pop it in the chat. And then I've got Prince Isaac. So we got some royalty here.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And Poseidon joined. Hey, we're getting some Greek gods as well.
I love that. All right, so this magic sanctuary is draw nourishment from the wellspring inside you. Be a sanctuary for others. Go within and listen to your voice of the soul. Access your divine guidance. If you have been struggling or pushing, take time off. Retreat, rest, and relax. Take a vacation or embark on a retreat. I'm in for that one.
Yeah, I need a nice retreat.
Seriously?
Retreat, massage, and a really nice meal.
But just pay attention to butterflies, rainbows, definitely your sign, as well as nature signs.
Saw some butterflies today too. I don't know how they made it out in the cold, but they were out there.
Mm-hmm. So let us know if those are resonating with anyone who's on here and what you're going through.
I think it's time to pull a card for love.
You do the love, and then I'll just do some higher self.
Yeah. Let's see what love cards want to come out. I'm going to pull 2 decks worth. One is going to be the soul connection, when two hearts meet. Isn't that a song? Two hearts meet as one or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've gotten 2 cards here. So just what we saw before, right? The signs. Spirit's really kind of beating everybody over the head with this. Look, you're getting signs everywhere. You're not paying attention. Please pay attention to the signs. And with enlightenment, there is no separation. We recognize we are one with the divine. And so keep recognizing the signs from the divine. The divine is trying to get to your attention. And so that's its first love message. And let's see what the fairies want to tell us about love today. Fairies, what do you want to tell us for the collective? What messages in love? What's coming forward to all these people who are watching? And so we got some nice ones. And what do you think Spirit said to us? Signs and clues. Can they make it any more apparent? Can they beat me over the head more? More and more. You can't make this stuff up. For yourself, make sure you're having some healthy space. If you're in a relationship, make sure you're not crowding your other person. Stay lighthearted. Stay happy, not too heavy, because your perfect match is coming in.
Nice.
And you will be falling in love. So watch those signs. I think that's why Spirit's beating you over the head, that if you miss your signs, you're going to have to go back to the karmic hamster wheel again until it's time to cycle back to that love. So don't miss out on your love. Watch the signs, pay attention, stay lighthearted, and no clingies. So when you do find that person, don't be clingy, don't be needy. Just allow things to fall into place. Let it flow.
Very good. Those are good messages. Fun love messages. Let's see. Anyone resonated with those messages? Pop your question in the chat. We'll be on for a little bit longer if anyone wants their free question answered. I pulled from these dolphin cards. So what I got is be more grateful. So these rewards are coming in. They really want us to continue to be grateful. So make sure you're writing down what you're grateful for or saying them in your head in the morning, at nighttime, as well as we already got this rest. Nurture yourself right now. All right, so a lot of us are getting pushed after this heavy time to rest a little bit before we're getting pushed into that new beginning. It is saying socialize more. I think that might be a sign for me. And then, yeah, lots of fortune coming in, so we'll take it. Ooh,
yeah, we like fortune.
Yeah, I'm claiming that one.
Yep. That lottery better just drop its millions on me. I'm really in on that one.
Sign up for like a massage this week. That's what, nurture yourself more, whatever it is that you feel like you want to do.
Every time I want to go to the massage parlor, they close it down.
That's not a good thing, Larry. Oh my goodness. Hello.
But yeah, seriously, it's time for a little bit of self-indulgence, a little self-love. Treat yourself to something.
Yeah, we're gonna do some higher self. See who's on here. There's a couple people on. That was just my teenager who needs a shower, and they like to take showers in my shower. So.
Might as well. You're the one that cleans that one. They don't want to clean their own.
Yeah. There's 2 other showers in this house, but nope.
Doesn't matter. So you got to get one of those little shower heads with the LED light bulbs that flicker when the water comes down. We used to call that the party in the shower.
Right? Oh my God. No, I was going to get them. I saw that like lighted thing for the toilets. I had it when they were younger, but I'm thinking of getting it for the basement. So
they're great until they burn out. I've had like 4 or 5 of them.
Well, no, this was a more expensive one. I did that too, and I've thrown them out. But this one says it's rechargeable or which I don't know, kind of grosses me out a little bit too.
Yeah.
So
well, you have mostly girls, so as long as your son's not going there, you're okay.
Well, no, they were all down there this weekend, teenagers, so I thought it'd be fun. You don't need anyone else. All right. So your higher self is saying, realize you don't need anyone else but yourself to survive. Be happy or to fix you. Embrace a new level of independence. So Not that you don't have soul family and guides and everything else, so you're never alone, but they're saying you have everything within you and you don't need anyone else, like, partner or something like that. But that doesn't mean it's not coming in. They want you to get into that independence, and then they're going to send that person in. So you have an important mission. So whoever's on here, you have an important mission. Your soul has an important mission to fulfill in this lifetime. Search within and you'll discover your mission. So that's really, I haven't pulled that one before. And then this one I have, Rising Crescent. It's time to set a new goal or dream, a new dream. You don't have to leave your comfort zone, just expand it. So, like, this is me having to get on YouTube and try and figure it out and have my son, who's 12, figure it out for me.
Isn't that why you had them? It's that and to shovel the driveway when it's cold.
I guess. I'm not really sure what I was thinking. They seem cuter when they're little.
They always are when they're tiny. Except for the terrible twos when they're going, why?
Oh, yeah. So those are great messages from your higher self trying to direct you in the way. So just know, step into whatever it is. It's always good to have assistance, but knowing that you don't need it. But also to dream a little bit bigger. So whatever you're thinking, dream bigger and know that you have an important mission here to fulfill. So you need to really go in and meditate, and no one can really tell you what it is. We're all sent here with different gifts and abilities, and depends on how much we work on ourselves. But those keys are within us, and that was for our protection. So some people can't tell you really who your twin is, and that's for both of your protection. It's also your mission too, for your protection. So people are not supposed to be able to tap into your Akashic for a reason. Okay, that's for your protection. So make sure you're paying attention and you're going within and meditating to get those answers, because your spirit team and your guides will give you those answers that you need.
Yeah, I got the gift. My gift was the gift of gab. I kissed somebody who kissed the Blarney Stone, and ever since then I couldn't stop talking. Blah 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 blah.
No, you're okay. The person I help out on with her store talks way more, but I don't know. I think that's just ingrained from her parents, so it is what it is. Some people have the gift and some people don't.
Who would like a question before I pull out the mermaid cards? And the mermaids, they kind of, I haven't pulled them out in a while. And since you pulled out the dolphins, I was like, you know what? Maybe some mermaids want to come out. And I don't even know how I got. Well, I know how I got this deck. I got it by mistake because I was asking for love notes from your person deck, and they sent me the mermaid deck instead. And so they told me to keep it. And so here it is. I have it, and so let's see what the mermaids want to say. And I actually do speak dolphin-like language, and I also do whale as well. It hasn't come out in a long while. Like, it was very prevalent last summer. This year, other things have come through, but more higher vibrational. But let's see what I have. So many. I'm probably at like 400 dialects now that I speak. I just keep on coming.
Craziness. That there's that many.
Oh, there's billions. Quite frankly, billions. A lot of it, some are very unique to your own person. But wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. So Spirit's still getting us into that, hey, get in a little bit of merriment and mirth. We're starting to get into the holiday season. Halloween's coming up. Dress up. Be a kid. Be a child. Eat that candy you really want, except for that junk stuff like the candy corn. Nobody likes that. And those marshmallow peanuts, I don't think they make them anymore. The orange ones, they were just disgusting. Done, and they're disgusting now. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. So choose wisely, right? If you see some junk fish in that net, throw it back. Nobody eats an oyster cracker. That thing is just the most ugly fish in the world. And you can lose your finger as you're trying to pull it out of the net. So throw that thing back.
Oh boy.
And what do you need to do a lot of, Susan? It keeps on telling you. Meditate. So Spirit's really pushing you to meditate. And Spirit's also saying change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits, right? And so change is one of the few things in this life that we are going to be constantly going through, and that's why you have to allow for the flow and let go of control, because truly, with the ebb and flow of the energy, sometimes you're in abundance, sometimes you're in scarcity, and you don't really always have a choice. But what you do have a choice to do is kind of be able to pivot to float, like kind of like a little bobber in the waves, and float the wave up and down. Yeah, sometimes it's scarce, but as long as you're flexible and you can adapt, you will be okay. When we resist it is when we start going under the water, because we're resisting the way the wave is going, and it's just pushing us under. So,
yeah, absolutely.
messages from the mermaids.
I like it. I don't think I have any mermaids, so I like those. I've seen some other people's unicorn ones I want to get to. All right, so I pulled a couple love messages since. Let me see if Chanel had some questions, and Larry pulled some love cards as well. So you're mirroring each other. So self-image, wounds, introspection. So it's really whatever's triggering you is bringing you to work on this internally. So just trust that. It's mirroring to you for a reason, to work on whatever it is that you have unconsciously to work on. Someone has pictures of you. It looks like keepsakes, reminiscing, learning from the past. But I'm getting this is just learning from the past. Okay, we're moving on. So we're kind of nostalgia of looking back, but it's 2020. Basically, sometimes we look back at things that we thought were better than they really were. So don't always take someone back. You probably left them for a reason. So yeah, we get the stabbed in the back. So if someone stabbed you in the back and you're going through this heartache, they're really asking you to rest up and know that this is just a learning lesson for you to crack your heart open for this next person, because the next card is date, meeting someone new, getting back out there and setting a date. So know that once you work through these emotions and you're ready to get back out there, the universe is going to send you this new person. So just trust that whatever's happening for you is just take the time to rest and know that it's happening for you, and it just was addressing something within you that needed to be addressed. Hi, Bree. Welcome. So anyone who's on have a question for us? Bree, let me see.
Everybody's always quiet on a Monday. Do you notice that? I think we all just get so tired after we had that weekend, and we were doing everything we needed to do on the weekend, and we get to Monday and it's like, oh, really? I got to go to work. And then we get out of work, and we're just kind of in that void space. And so let's see what we can do. I think it might be time to a little bit of a light language activation if we don't have a question. I'm thinking this one is to get out of that lethargic energy and kind of manifest a more joyful, energetic space, but not when it's time to sleep. So you're going to get a little bit of a boost until it's sleep time, and then it's back to sleep for you guys, because we don't want to interrupt the sleep. So if everybody is ready for that, we're going to just set our intention to have a little bit more of a happy energy to allow us to do things on the Monday and the Tuesday. Allow us to get through what we need to do, the chores that we need to get through, because we don't want to fall behind, but at the same time we also need to get restful sleep. So the second intention is that once all the things that we need to get done are done, we're going to go to sleep, and we're going to have a amazing, vivid, beautiful dream. We're not getting nightmares. We're not doing anything but a nice, vivid, beautiful dream. And we're going to wake up, rested, happy, feeling loved, and feeling cared for, and feeling like the universe has got our back. So with that, we're going to set those intentions. We're going to ask our higher selves outside of polarity to come in with that frequency of love to help give that experience to us, and to kind of nudge away anything that wants to kind of disturb those energies and that peace. So just set the intention to accept this, and if you don't want it, just say you don't want it in your head, and that's all it's required. shi papa ya no no pa o pa nye nya hapa o bo uje pa ne ja lu pa ne pa ya we ba hanani shi pa o ho shi pa ne ya pa ya o ho shu pa ne pa ya pa sha da ne pa sha ba ne pa ya pa o ho shu pa ne pa u pa shi sha pa ne pa ya pa o ho pa ya ha ya pa ho u sha ne pa ya pa o ho shu pa pa o po. All right, so we had to push a little darkness away. There were some little bits and pieces of darkness sitting around trying to mess with our happiness. So we just told them to go away and go bother somebody else for a little while. So hopefully that felt good for you. If you've experienced anything with that, let us know in the chat, see how you experience it. Everybody experiences it differently.
Yeah. Notice if you're burping or you're feeling that emotion come out. See how you feel and see where you feel. Hi, Shelby. How are you?
I think Shelby needs a card.
Yeah, go ahead. Pull a card for Shelby.
Let's see what I am called to for Shelby. I think I am going to pull the Kuan Yin Oracle. Very rarely do I pull this deck out, but let's see what Kuan Yin. And for those who don't know Kuan Yin is a divine healer from China. Spirits, what do you want to give us for Shelby? This deck. It's by my favorite card maker, which is Alana Fairchild. Her cards, they get illustrated. They're crazy detailed, but they're also crazy hard to read. They're usually about 4 pages per card. So Spirit, give me a card. Don't be shy here. I know there's one that wants to come out. If it doesn't come out, I will pull it out. I'm not doing piles of cards, Spirit. They're stuck together. That's why I rarely use this deck. We're going to try this again. One more shuffle, and then I'm just going to pick some cards if it doesn't pop out. Now, Spirit, I want you to be decisive, please. And I said no throwing it on the floor. Spirit's having fun with me today. He loves to poke fun at me sometimes. You give me chunks when I don't want chunks. I just want a single card. And there we go. I knew it was going to come out. Spirit was just pucking with me a little bit. All right, so Shelby, weave the future golden. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin now assists you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. And so this is the card, Shelby. If you take a look, it's a beautiful card, really beautiful artwork. And you can see that, yeah, she's just sitting there saying, yeah, it's coming. I know it's coming. She's not worried. She's just sit back and relax. And then you also got the Lotus Throne. It takes courage to trust your inner light to ascend to the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially if the light of others around you seem more powerful than your own at times. You are being asked to trust the light within. Above all, have faith in your own heart. Know that the divine dwells within, is with you always, right? And so you can see this beautiful picture there as well, right? And what is she holding? She's holding a lotus because her spiritual awakening, that lotus, that crown is opening up. And last but not least, 2 more cards came out. You have Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess affirms your spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your inner light never fades and cannot be tainted. Release stories of guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so you may realize your divine beauty. Be more yourself and shine your loving divine light in the world. And so, as you can see here, this also, she's like a little dreamer right here, dreaming her dream, living her happy life. And The last one is Sisters of the Sun Rising. You're a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Sun Rising, which brings great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. And I know this one is particularly a good one for you as well, because I know you and Susan have been talking about doing a show similar to this together. I think you're getting the green light from Spirit on all of this. That, yeah, we know you've been through some adversity. We all been sitting in the same place, but through adversity, there is going to be success. So I hope that kind of resonates with you. Let us know in the chat.
Well, yeah, and also make sure whoever's on is following Embassy of Abundance. She does some readings out there, Chanel, and then Shelby Marie 222 is also on Divine Love by Shelby on Instagram. So we will be doing a live this Friday, I believe, from 3 to 5 Eastern time. But she's
and where are you going to be doing that readings. So everybody knows?
Yeah, and then I think I got to do a post for it tonight, and then. Yeah, so just make sure if you have any questions on past life regression or reading, she's been doing readings a lot longer than I have. Make sure you're reaching out to her to get any messages if you're getting pulled to her as well. But I've been luckily pulled and been, I guess, connected with her for, I guess, since like COVID, so about 3 years, which has been cool. So just make sure you guys are reaching out, getting on Larry's light languages, that he has extensive ones on YouTube. I've definitely got readings from Embassy of Abundance, Chanel, and she's amazing. So she's out on the West Coast, as well as Shelby is out on the West Coast too. So depending on what timing, and then Larry and I are on the East Coast. But we will be doing some co-marketing together and some lives together. So, reach out to us. It's all soul family right now. So a lot of us are getting pushed into this more and more. So it's much fun to help each other out as we're trying to navigate through, losing our 3D jobs and getting pushed into this more and more. So the more that we can help each other, the better. There's, we all have different gifts, and, we're all here to help. So it doesn't matter to us who you're picking to choose from. It's just whoever you're in alignment with, as well as, it's always best to be grateful and be supporting your soul family, because we're all out here trying to share our gifts and help however we can. So make sure you're following everyone, liking, sharing, getting to know and looking up their pages and maybe getting a feel for them. Larry and I are doing current lives together, usually Sunday mornings and Monday nights, as well as Wednesday nights. And then I'm doing Instagram Sunday nights and Tuesday nights now. But I will be getting on YouTube. I just started posting a couple of shorts on there, and I'm going to be doing some more lives as well as longer videos as soon as I figure that out.
and if at least 50 of you get on there and go subscribe to Susan by Sunday, we'll do a live on YouTube with card pulls similar to this, some activations. Yeah. We'll do like a little sampler of what you might get on the 11 tons healing. We'll do a little sampler, but you need to get her to at least 50 subscribers. So tell all your friends, get on YouTube and start subscribing to her channel. She needs to get enough subscribers so that she can do a lot of lives.
Oh, I didn't realize there was like too many.
It's a 50 limit. You need 50, so I started you off with 2.
All right. Well, we're just growing it. So
right. And worst case is I can always invite you to my lives, because I got thousands on my YouTube channel. So we can always get it, but I want you to get the ability to do your own lives as well on YouTube. It's not hard, but 50 people, we get 50 people easily on TikTok. Venture over to YouTube. I know it's the videos are a little bit longer, but we can do shorts there too. And now the shorts at YouTube, starting on October 21st or 24th, they're going to go to 3 minutes. So we get a little bit more. Like right now, you limit to 60 seconds. Or else they go into regular videos. So I might be making some longer ones there as well. My daily read might go a little bit longer, because I don't have to rush to make it to a YouTube video.
Well, no, that's funny, because my client was saying that we were rushing or maybe speaking too fast. But the other thing he made a comment to was why he wasn't seeing as many live, longer videos on TikTok. And I had to explain to him, first of all, we were having issues for a while with that 10-minute one. But it was also like I was doing it for a while and then in the last so many months by the summer, people have really, more people are going through their awakening. So they don't have as much patience to sit through some of the longer videos. So the 60-second ones seem to be,
Yeah,
easy enough for most people.
TikTok was meant for the 60-second short video
Yeah.
clip, and so they've kind of acquiesced and will do up to an hour. So like that's why I can't do the lives. Our lives are usually an hour and hour and 10,
Yeah.
hour and a half, and so I can't put them on TikTok unless I split them. And so if it's under 60, I'll put it on TikTok, or I'll
Yeah.
cut off like 5 minutes and put it on TikTok. But for the most part, I put it on YouTube because of that limit. And
Yeah.
YouTube. Uh, they have shorts which are similar to TikTok. Same thing with Instagram. Instagram has a limit if it's a size limit on Instagram. So if the video's closer to like 600 megs, then that's as
Mhm.
far as you're going to go. Otherwise, it kicks it back because it won't let me put special effects, which make the videos nicer. It's every platform has its own little nuances, but for the most part, YouTube is more for a longer video, something where you need some time to do it, where people are going to actually spend the time to consume the information. TikTok is a 30-second, it's the goldfish video. I'm going to see a 10-second, 30-second clip, and that's all I'm going to do. And Insta is somewhere in the middle.
Well, no, and then I'm kind of shadow banned on Insta for years, but the other thing on TikTok too is like I like the shorter even messages that are put on there. They're 15 to like 30 minutes, whereas like some of them I do like them. I have listened to them, but it's like an hour and 40 minutes, and it's a lot to sit there and listen to them. Although they're good readers.
Especially on a phone.
It gets over exhausting. I feel like I can't do it so much, or I tune out of it after a while. So I don't have the patience for it sometimes.
I moved my reads to a shorter read. I used to do like 25 to 30, and I'm trying to get them down to about 12 now for my full reads.
Oh, okay. Baby cakes, love you all. Thank you, sweetheart. Embassy Abundance. What's your YouTube? So Larry is the Silver Fox Spiritual, and then mine
Silver Fox
is
Spiritual and Silver Fox Twin Flame.
Susan Molyneux, and it's 4/8. I might be changing it to Reiki Goddess if it's not taken, because I'm just I don't know whether I want my.
That's easier to flow.
So I might go with that and start changing my stuff, but I can't change the website because that's a URL. So, but I might change the other ones so they're all kind of congruent, but we'll see.
So who has a question?
Follow or send me yours, and then I can start following some other people. I've been following on YouTube, and I'm gonna start following a lot of what do you call it, podcasts too, because I'm gonna be looking into doing some of that when I have some more time. But one thing at a time. So YouTube it is for now. Say it one more time. Missed it. It's the same name here. My first name and last name, and then Susan Molyneux, and it's 4/8. Yeah. I'll put it in.
Yeah, she'll put it in the chat. Just so you guys know, on TikTok, when we do co-hosting, we don't see each other's chats. So if you're missing it and you're on mine or on hers, just let me know you want it, and we'll put it in the chat. I'll put it there for you guys.
And then Larry should be Silver Fox Spiritual. But I'm going to get more congruent with my messages, because unfortunately, like I started Facebook and my website a long time ago, and then I had the mindset reset. Instagram was one of the first ones too, and I love that, although I didn't do that for my website. And then these TikTok and the YouTube are newer, so I got to get everything kind of.
Yeah, and for any of my channels, if you just look at the icon in the back of my head here, I'm just going to move the sign for a second. So just look for that. That's going to be all of my channels. I have a couple channels all over the place, yeah, come visit the channels, subscribe, say hi, comment, helps us with the algorithms. We really appreciate when you guys help us with the algorithms, because we're always, trying to bob and weave with all the new requirements, the viewer requirements and stuff like that, so that we can get the message out there. More we can get interaction, the more we can do some lives and have some fun stuff. Maybe do a mini healing one day where we just do Reiki and healing. If you do want your own reads, definitely reach out. It's nice to get, I tell you, I think both of us say don't get too many reads or too many people reading you at the same time. And the reason is it really screws with your energy. It's good to get a read and then let things bake for a while, and then you come back for a read, or if you need a clarification read, it's good, but you don't want to go too crazy. So pick the read that really kind of gives you the clarity that you're looking for. Reach out to the person that is resonating with you. You know, it's like going to a wine sampler. You go out on YouTube, you sample all the different wines that are out there, but some people like dry wine, and some people like fruit forward. Pick the one that the energies feels good with. And we don't have egos here. We did the same thing as we were going through our process. We would align ourselves with readers, and then at a certain point, we realized that we weren't in alignment with any of them anymore, and we moved on to the next one. And don't hold on so much because it's somebody that you started out with, because you may circle back to them at one point, but you don't need to hold on to any truths. Those truths are going to change as you expand your consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just wherever you're in alignment with. It's the same thing with the twin journey. That's why you have to keep surrendering and letting it go, because you will have some catalysts and karmics that will test you. It doesn't mean that they're definitely not your person, because it is that person and they're learning on their end, and that's them triggering you. But for most of us, it's a catalyst, false, or karmic twin that's just getting us ready for the real one. So keep surrendering it, and it's a hard loop to break. Because once you get into alignment and you trust that the universe is going to deliver it to you, that right person will come in, and it could be the same person, but most likely, more or less, it's a different person. Your kingdom spouse is ready and in alignment. They're not toxic. They've done the work. They are kind of gone through similar experiences. And some of that twin flame stuff that they put out there is not always correct.
Yeah, you use your discernment, and the key is doing the work, right? You can't force anybody to do the work. You can't sit there and say, well, my person isn't doing this and is not. Ignore your person, because you know what? It's irrelevant, because if you're not doing the work, and doing the work doesn't mean just go to card reads, and you need to actually take the advice of the card reads, and that's why it's good to get your own personal one, not just look at the collective, because the collective is looking at everybody. So there's a message in there for most people, but it's not always your entire story, and that can mislead you into a whole bunch of different places that you probably don't need to be in. And so, you get to read, you allow those energies to move forward. When we give you timing is always probability. So yeah, there's a potential possibility, and we stay to that possibility, because as you change, so do the possibilities. And so don't hold yourself so hard to all those truths within those readings. And like I say, it's a great thing to do for yourself. It's a nice little treat, costs less than going out to McDonald's for the most part for two people, which is crazy these days. But it can give you a lot of clarity on things that are keeping you looped, right? And so be very shall we say, directed in what it is that you want to read, because it can really give you the clarity you need to make that pivot or that adjustment, and to allow the greater things to come in. Same thing with healing. Healing is something you need to choose to do. Spirit's going to do nothing for you until you choose, but once you choose, your higher self then comes in and says, okay, well, let's see how serious my person is, right? Because they're just part of you, and they're going to say, okay, it's like having a kid, right? Let's see how serious they are about learning. We're going to give you a couple piano lessons, and are you staying with the practice? Are you practicing? Are you playing music? And the more you're in tune with that, the more you're in tune with your higher self, and the more your higher self starts bringing more and more healings in, and that may get uncomfortable at times, but push through it, right? As they always say, keep going, keep going, keep going. You don't get upset if you fall off for a day, a week, or a month, because your choice is you can always get back up again. You're one choice away to getting back onto the same path, and so give yourself a lot of compassion on that trip as well, because we all go through it. We all get in that point where we're so angry at the universe, we're ready to explode, and we say so many explicatives upwards. It's not even funny, but this is part of the journey, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, and nothing for you to worry that, well, you just cursed out the divine. Yeah, no, that's expected, and just keep moving forward.
Absolutely. All right. Does anyone else have any questions? Otherwise, going to wrap it up. Thank you, Embassy Abundance, for jumping on. Chanel, as well as Shelby. Appreciate the love. Larry and I will be back on Wednesday evening around the same time. And then Sunday mornings, if that's better for you, Eastern time around 10 to 12. And then just pay attention when we're posting. And then we're posting the information on the 1111 portal. As well as, Larry, I think, is doing some lives with some other people too. So make sure you're following him and on his YouTube as well for all of his breath of light language. And then Shelby just reached out to do a live this Friday to help her as well. So however we can, reach out to us for questions. Venus, will I end up with E? Sent a heart. Oh, hi, Venus. Oh, you're grateful. Well, we're grateful for you, Embassy Abundance, too. So keep pushing. I know it's been a hard time, so we're all kind of feeling it right now. All right, so let's see. So Venus, will I end up with E? So as we were kind of going into that.
For all my Capricorns, this 18 years of pain is ending and by November. So let's hear it from my fellow Caps.
Right. I'll take it.
Toughest zodiac in the,
So Spirit wants you to know the response is unknown. It says use your intuition. So for that, they know you know. And Spirit's being funny. So you have to feel into what you're feeling with it. And I hate to tell you, like after Larry just explained that loop, if you're pulling on someone and they're not ready, you keep having to surrender them until they come back. And you have to see if they're keep coming back in some kind of toxic manner that's triggering you. Then that's asking you to re-upping your boundaries, as well as what the universe is testing you, whether you're like, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to put up with, or whether that person comes back healed and in a more positive alignment. So just make sure you're paying attention to that. What are you saying? Satellite lithium is in the 8th. Oh, she must be a reader or like a astrologer. Stellium is in the 8th in Capricorn. I'm not sure, but that sounds.
Yeah, tell us what that means. We're interested. I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah, she's a Capricorn.
She's almost a Capricorn. She really wants to be a Capricorn because she was born on the cusp, but she feels the pain.
Yes. Oh, stellium. Okay, so all right. And then Mindy wants to know: are Justin and I going to move in together? All right, Mindy.
Yes, that whole Pluto thing is what's really killed Capricorn for the last 18 years, so I hear.
18 years? That's a freaking long time.
Yeah, it's been a brutal 18 years, let me tell you something. You didn't have to be living with my ex-wife.
No, I lived with my ex, and that was brutal enough. Surely not. It says no doubt, but use caution. So I mean, like, use protection.
It's protection, I'm thinking.
Spirit is
make sure you sage him.
So just make sure you're manifesting the correct things. We all can manifest what we want, but use caution with who we're manifesting. Okay, are you settling? Is this the right person? Are they treating you right? Are they, just having a little blip? Or are you doing well and you're just asking whether you're going to move in and do the next level? So that's what I was trying to say. Oh, you're fine. Thanks so much for tuning. No worries.
Gotta have a giggle every once in a while. In between all these crashes, you gotta laugh at it all. Just remember,
they were yelling
the universe.
at me this week if I don't start talking to them more. I'm like, I think they're yelling at me because I'm not listening. I'm like, okay, you're so right. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, the universe has the greatest sense of humor. You've got to, eat to survive, and everything you eat is killing you. So.
Mindy says, I'll be sure to sage him. Yeah, sage him all you want.
Dandelion works really well too, and it's inexpensive, especially around my lawn. If it wasn't for weeds, I'd have no lawn, and it's not the good weeds either.
You know what it is? It's like a spiritual funny. Someone told me, and I can't say it, but they were dating someone. This girl, basically, they were playing like a card game, and she was like, "I gotta ask spirit." And I was like, and he was like, I was like,
At least
"There's
it
things that's
wasn't the
going on in
Ouija
your life.
board.
Well, if you need to ask spirit while you're playing a card game, but hey, whatever you gotta do." That is called cheating. That's like playing Trivia Pursuit and calling phoning a friend.
Just don't touch that Ouija board no matter how many times you want to.
Oh my
You've
god.
seen the movies. Nothing ever goes right when they touch the Ouija.
Well, I think I'm gonna say that the next time I'm on a date and I'm not interested. I'm fucking screwed. Wait a second, I gotta ask Spirit if I can go on a second date. That'll freak them out enough. Oh my god. Gotta have some spiritual humor. They're laughing. All right, ladies. That is it for tonight. Make sure you get on Wednesday night with myself and Larry. And then Shelby and I will be on. We're just going to be testing it on Friday from 3 to 5. I still haven't figured out what we're going to be doing, but just let us know. We might just be rolling with it and see what happens. You have a good evening as well. And thank you for joining, Mindy. I told him I talked to dead people, and he said, "For real? Can you talk to my grandma?"
I was just saying this to Susan yesterday or today that when she when her gifts fully come in, I said, why don't you go channel my dead father so I can give him a little piece of my mind.
Well, it's kind of like the Sixth Sense. I see dead people. I don't know. I did have someone on a date a couple years ago ask me. Well, I don't know. They've been asking weird stuff about what I can tune into. But one guy was asking me how much to tip for a wedding, and he was like, "Give me all this information." And he asked me, and I was like, "That is like the weirdest question ever." But he's like, "What intuitively do you think?" I was like, "What? Why would you even ask that?" Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is
Needless
a
to say,
weird
never had
question.
that
Awkward.
next date, but. I think one called me a witch. I'm like, okay, maybe to you I am. Oh my god, I should have a comedy.
So has he
I don't
gotten
need
out
a
of his frog
podcast.
costume
I
yet?
need a comedy, Mike. Stand up. Oh my god, that's funny. All right, have a good evening, Larry. Is there anything else you wanted to do? I wasn't sure. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I didn't really have too much. Like I said, just like, follow, share, subscribe. Make sure you're watching. Come visit my TikTok morning reads. If you're, in separation with your person or just want to know what's going on in the energies, the reads I do are not, what is your twin doing? Because we don't really care what your twin's doing. You should never care. I don't do those things that keep you in anxiety. What we look at is we look at the energies around you and how do we get to whatever positive energies are near you. So we look at what's positive, what potential pitfalls you can fall into, and how do you bridge those two. And they're great little reads. It takes a little while. You might have to listen to a few of my lectures because Spirit makes me lecture a lot. They really smack me down and tell me I've got to do some lecturing, and so I do. And if you can sit through it, please let me know if you enjoyed it, whether it resonated with you, and do reach out to both of us if you're needing a reading. I rhymed. I'm a rhymer today. I think I'm going to go into rap. I'll be the first tarot rapper.
There you go. Hey, whatever gets their attention at this point.
What are our thoughts of people appearing in your dreams? So, Jen, that's a great question. Because dreams, there's a lot of things that go on within the dreamscape. 99% of it is going to be just your subconscious kind of pulling out trauma, or you're just kind of, your soul is kind of hiding from all the things that have been going around it. However, there is the probably 2% or 3% of those dreams which are very prophetic, right? And you have to look to see whether that dream, as long as you can make sense of what's going on in the dream, because that's a lot of hard times too, because you're getting bits and pieces from your subconscious that doesn't really make a lot of sense for many people. And so it's hard to discern. But a lot of people will get a prophetic dream. And then also at the same time, you also get healing during your dreams. So one of the things that's really interesting within dreams, if you find any bodily fluids, meaning defecation, pee, that kind of stuff, throwing up, those usually mean you're getting rid of some sort of a negative program that's been running in your brain, in your consciousness, that's keeping you stuck. And so it means you're kind of leveling up a little bit. You're finally clearing that energy out. The things you have to be cautious on is sex within a dream. It's usually not a good thing if you have your, you know what they say, the O release. And the reason being is a lot of times what you're getting is you're getting a implant. And especially for people who identify with a twin flame, a lot of times they'll appear as who you believe your twin is, and they implant you with this implant called the love bug. And what that does is it keeps you into the karmic loop with a false twin. And so that's why you always have to be cautious. A lot of twin flames, well, I see them in my dreams. We're having sex in our dreams. Well, guess what? Most likely that's probably not your real twin, because your real twin is energetically, shall we say, advanced enough to know that that's not a good thing. And that's how they get access to a lot of your soul, is through that the big O. And because of that, it's, if you may find that you're doing that, and all of a sudden you wake up before the act finishes, and that's why it's your higher self, your guides waking you up before you get into these implants. But never fear, I have healings for that on my YouTube channel. So I hope that answers it. I know it was a lot. It was like a huge word salad. If you have questions on that word salad, just pop it in the chat.
Yeah.
You're welcome. A lot of good questions. We get some good questions. A lot of people don't think deep enough to get into these kind of questions. And it's always nice to have those type of questions to have a nice discussion around. And just remember, take what resonates. What I say doesn't always mean it's true for you, but it does. It's one of those things that you just have to feel into. Is the link in my bio not working? Which part of it isn't working? I have to look at that. Copied it right off a link tree, unless my link tree is broken. Let's find out. That could suck.
Down.
No, my link tree does work. I just went to it. I only have a couple things on there: donations or Silver Fox Spiritual. That'll take you to my YouTube page, and donation is, it'll take you to my PayPal. Oh yeah, you can't. I can't fix that. The reason why, Jen, is that's TikTok. You just have to copy and paste it and put it in a browser. I can't, unfortunately, fix TikTok. That's just who they are. And so with that, please do like, follow, share, subscribe. Jen, I know you've been on a few times, so I recognize you and your user ID. If you would like your own reading or healing, please reach out to either myself or Susan. We're always available for that. And price list is up on the screen. So if we don't have any other questions, I want to thank everybody from coming, sharing the hour and a half with us, and for keeping on coming back and joining us a couple times a week.
Absolutely. Have a good night. I don't think there's anyone else on. All right. Enjoy your night, and make sure you check in with us Wednesday night. All right. Bye, loves. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Bye.